What's up, everyone? My name's Chris Marshall with my boy, Frank G. We are the hosts of Build Your Empire podcast. Frank G, tell the people what we do.
What's going on, everybody? Chris and I, we discuss established empires while showcasing us building ours.
Now, my energy is a little off. I feel like I hear it in my own voice. It was a very long weekend. How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. It was not really filled with many activities. I relaxed, watched football, and enjoyed myself. Caught up on some sleep, I guess.
Yeah, that's pretty much the opposite of what I was doing. I was on a bachelor party. It was quite the experience. One night, we played Mario Kart. With that being said, I was thinking, what is there to discuss today? And during this bachelor party, I realized how quickly expenses can kind of occur. Since we had like $1 million house on the beach. It was awesome, beautiful. Not everybody could experience that, or even experience the things we do.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't pay $1 million though for the house.
No,
it was rented the house on the water.
Correct, but even that, I mean, it was $1,000 weekend, close to it. I mean,
for just stay or for like your activities?
Activities plus stay, everything. And this leads me to the topic, more money, more problems. So you can ask away, but it makes me wonder, is that true? Is that not true?
Well, you going to a bachelor party and saying it was a problem, you created that problem.
Well, this is why I guess I shouldn't have let in with what I did with this weekend, because it's confusing your thought process.
I mean, I do understand the more money, more problems thing. When you have more money, it seems like everybody wants to be your friend. That's only one piece, but
that's a huge aspect of it. Especially, it's not even the money aspect; it's the success, the acknowledgement. Mm-hmm. More at scale, the attention.
Well, yeah, I mean, everybody wants a piece of someone successful. I mean, they don't know. I mean, either you are friends with that person or you maybe you're using them. I feel like a lot of people use people that have money.
Yeah, I mean, a shit ton, 100%. People use people without money for money that neither of them has.
Yeah, that's a good point too. Silly, but yeah.
Yeah, people are scumbags, and that's why you got to be kind of self-aware.
Absolutely.
And aware of your surroundings. But that makes me think, is it more of an issue having a shit ton of money or struggling?
I mean, that's got to relate to like your mind state or your upbringing, because I mean, if you were born with money and then all of a sudden don't have any money, that's probably a huge struggle. If you like go bankrupt.
Yeah, but yeah, certainly. And there are people who lose their money and then somehow figure out how to gain it. It's very weird, man. Like, there's a certain subset of individuals who somehow just understand how to make millions.
Yeah. So the other day I was thinking about that. I mean, this is probably less of a professional job, but people who play poker for like their profession, they
make millions. They found a way.
They have access to, they probably have had $10 million for about a day and then either lost it or made another 10 million on whatever poker tournament. Like people who play poker for that high amount of money, I feel like that money is just, you lose it instantly or you gain it, I guess.
Well, that's risk versus reward. And I mean, that's also what led me to this topic, because I'm constantly kind of doing my research and due diligence and looking at real estate, because as we get older, clearly our net worth expands, which is creating, I guess, a good problem, but a stressful problem as to where do I allocate my funds to gain the best ROI.
Yeah, I mean, real estate certainly be that. And I mean, real estate could also, I mean, I guess if you don't know what you're doing, it can negatively affect you as well.
Yeah, it's called going underwater. So, I mean, if you have a house that costs you $1,500 on a mortgage payment and, 2008 happens or your tenant can't pay you, and I mean, now you're taking a negative at a loss.
Yeah. So, I mean, in that case, you want more money.
Well, well, I, I see the dilemma here. Um, but the thing is, you had the money to place in a down payment, which now created the problem, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, so when you have capital, and you want to either go into an investment or, I mean, real estate's an investment as well. You're gonna obviously, like you said, have that risk versus reward. So
That's the same thing with the poker guys.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. So I mean, although I guess you could professionally know poker like that, but
Well, of course, just like if I was to, and I'm talking to one of my mentors who owns a bunch of property, and he's slowly teaching me where I'm understanding the dynamics on how to properly invest. The
mm,
poker guy also started playing $1 hands, and then he moved upwards, and
oh
he
yeah,
probably lost a shit ton of $1 hands.
probably way more than that, $1 as well. Yeah,
Just like your first investment or real estate property is probably going to be really tough. And that's what's scary.
yeah. Well, I mean, I guess anything you want in life technically will have a risk to it, unless other. If it doesn't, then who's going to really want that? I guess, right? I mean, if it's something that's so easy, everyone will have done it.
Man, first off, people I think confuse the word easy and simple. Those are like the two biggest words that people mix up. A lot of things are simple, but they're not easy. And even if people knew how simple or easy it was, they'll still fuck it up.
Well, simple is something that should be able to learn easily.
Sure, but simple is putting your money in Microsoft in the stock market and then seeing that compound and gain market gains, capital gains. And that's pretty easy for you to understand because you now do it. Now try and explain that to half the
Oh,
people you know.
so so yeah, so that goes back to what I said, as in if it's simple, you should be able to learn it easily. But yeah, no, you when I get easy for sure, if someone's explaining the real estate game, or they're explaining anything, the social media game, and you don't know those vocabularies, you're not in that world, clearly you're not gonna. It's not simple to you. But the practice, now that's like a professional poker player. I'm assuming to be a pro, you had to do 10,000 hours or more playing poker. With real estate, I don't know if you're going to need 10,000 hours.
Well, first off, to get 10,000 hours in poker, treating it like a video game could take some people like a month.
I was just going to say that. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if you were going to say the opposite. You know, I'm like, I think I watched a poker game, or I came on TV and it lasted like 9 hours.
Yeah, I mean, bring it back to like old World of Warcraft days. You put in 1,000 hours in like not that long.
Yeah, 100%. Not proud of it, but at the time, I guess I was.
But now what's more crazy, right, is now you take that risk and now you jump in the water. Now, or whether it's, buying the real estate or being good at poker, it seems like problems are going to occur here.
Absolutely. This is definitely the case where there's more money, more problems, but that's because you are opening your life or your surroundings to a new, I guess, revenue or
Stress.
and it was certainly a stress. I mean, there's so many things you do. When you do get real estate, obviously that's not it. It's not like you purchase a house and you're good.
So I'm trying to find a real estate guest. I think I have my eye on someone, but I ruined my chance because when I started a podcast like a year or 2 years ago, I kind of asked her to hop on, and then she was like, "Sure, send it over," and then I sent it over, but it was really nothing good.
But
So,
but you guys did speak.
well, we spoke on doing it, but before she wanted to do, like, she's a hustler, she's a grinder, like she's
Yeah.
like, all right, let me see what I'm hopping on, and then like it was just, I was like trying to pre-record episodes. I didn't even have anything to show her. Now I have everything you want, really. It's very easy for me to fucking sell this show.
Yeah. There's a catalog here of 77 episodes, 78 right here.
Yeah. And for some reason, um Spotify and Apple are not only counting 75 right now. I don't understand. Because we just got a medal for hitting 75 episodes. We're 2 episodes behind.
Yeah, I mean, we did miss an episode kind of recently.
No, not as like a day. We only missed 1 episode. We when we came back
coming
from
Mexico. Yeah,
Yeah, but what I mean is like we're on episode 78, but they're registering it at
75.
76 now.
Yeah, no. At first, Apple was like slow. We noticed that.
It takes 24 hours at most for your upload to hop on.
Yeah, no. That's interesting. I was talking to someone the other day who has a video blog or a vlog, a travel vlog, and he's like on his first episode. And I used to work with him. I have him on social media. He sees him. I post the podcast.
He's probably intrigued. People get so intrigued.
Once I told him that we had 75 episodes, he was like stunned.
People at the bachelor party were the same thing. They're like, "Whoa, you're consistent."
Yeah. So I mean, clearly people know that that's a huge part of this, but a lot are unwilling to commit.
Yeah. Like right now, today, I'm exhausted. This conversation actually is pretty fun, but then there's the back end work associated with it, which sucks. But it is what it is, and it does seem like I gotta start thinking of different ways to scale. I don't know if I gotta use like some titles that are gonna be clickbaity. I didn't want to do that. But I'm waiting on Pandora. We're about to get on Pandora, kid.
Yeah, I know you're a big Pandora guy.
Yeah, well, I'd buy something if I didn't get these car tickets all the time. I mean, I get these car tickets all the time. $50, boom.
Those light ticket, those speeding cameras are terrible. Just
man, it really is killing me. This is a problem.
The city gets more money, but we get more problems from these damn things.
Oh, man. But going back to real estate, oh, man, I cannot wait for that episode. And I guess you're right. I mean, the more open to risk, really is the problem.
Yeah, I mean, I bet you if you talk to any successful entrepreneur, I mean, they'll probably tell you they can't even count the amount of times they've risked a large portion of something. Whether it was money, whether it was time, I'm sure entrepreneurs have risked a lot.
Yeah, but that's what's interesting is because I've never, outside of selling weed for a very long time successfully, I've never been able to self-generate substantial revenue myself. And I don't know, maybe it's because I'm not taking enough risk.
Well,
I'm conservative.
Well, you certainly had found a product that sells itself back then.
I mean, yeah, I suppose. But I'm also a good salesman. I got creative with it.
Certainly a good salesman. I mean, you've been in sales for a decade now.
I mean, the weed game started it all.
I mean, everybody's got an origin story somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, I've always said I've created about 10 business plans. I've acted on like 3, 4 of them. I would say I've only successfully had one.
Well, at least you've had one. At least you know it's capable, possible. Something.
I suppose, but my exit strategy was really fucking a pain in the ass.
Yeah, well, maybe the exit strategy was a sudden, unexpected, spontaneous thing. Those like all meant the same word. It was very redundant.
Yeah, good for you, kid. Good for you. Hey, did you see me fight with Nooners?
I saw you had posted a story about Nooners, and I saw that you noticed they saw your story and did not post it or say anything. So you got a little mad and were like, "Yo, Nooner, what's up with this? So you see my story, you don't post it." It was a great photo though. Silly of them not to post it right away.
Oh, they posted it right after that.
I guess because they got some lip from you. Because I saw Nooners posted a puppy and a peach Nooner today.
I saw that too. They put that on the wall. I was about to hit them up today. Like, what is this?
Where's my wall? Well, you got a pup now, so yeah. maybe Shadow be featured on the Nooners page.
Man, yesterday, we rented out a boat and we went to this place where a bunch of boats pretty much party. And man, you're talking about $500,000 boats chilling. I'm like, what the fuck? I want one of these.
Well, a lot of people don't own them; they rent them, right? At least
Somebody owns them.
someone. Oh, obviously, yeah, certainly somebody owns them.
No, but I mean,
the kid, people your age, your peers, most likely are
rented.
rented. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's families like with kids and shit. So, I mean, you could very easily see what's rented, what's not.
I'm surprised family and kids go to a spot where everyone parties.
Well, it was after Labor Day now, so it wasn't exactly like that. But I'm sure there are some weekends and days that the locals know when to go over there.
Well, if you were to get a boat, that certainly means you got more money.
Yeah, well, you know what they say. The two best days of when you buy a boat is when you buy the boat and sell the boat, because you get a lot of problems with the boat.
Yeah, my friend had a boat. I felt like I did work on that thing more than I did work on. I mean, I've never worked on a car. My boy Andy owned the boat. I painted the damn thing. We took the engine out. I don't think it still runs.
I must say, for all the ladies who are listening, and there's probably like 2-3 of you, the least masculine thing about me is the fact that I don't repair shit. Like, I hire people. I'm sorry.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with outsourcing. Nothing wrong with it.
That's my boy right there.
Yeah, man. At least you know it needs to get done, and you're still efficient.
Yeah, I know. I mean, how many times did I say I have to learn how to edit videos, but I just didn't have time, nor, I guess, the passion that, fuck it, we just hired John Paul. John Paul, what up?
Shout out John Paul, buddy. Yeah.
Not the Pope.
Not the who? Not the Pope, you said?
Yeah.
No, but I mean, if the Pope wants to hop on, maybe we could do the episode on Jesus while you're here.
John Paul, I think, died, Frank.
John Paul is dead, but I'm talking about the Pope, talking about the current Pope.
Do you even know the name? Because I sure don't.
I don't. I sad to say that I do not know who the current Pope.
The Pope.
that would get clicks. I bet you I'm not the only one that doesn't know the Pope's name.
I don't think it would get any clicks, because there's no way that people think we're gonna have the Pope on.
Oh, if it says the Pope, who else we got?
And man, I don't even think people know what Pope is.
That's a long shot right there.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
The Pope is one of the most known positions.
Maybe. It seems like he doesn't make any money, but he's extremely rich. So I don't know how many problems he has.
Well, it
he
just
be wearing gold hats.
Yeah, I don't know how it works with the Pope and the president here, because the Pope seems to be loved. Maybe no one speaks on it negatively, but you certainly hear the presidents in this country in the past getting some shit.
Well, I mean, everybody can't like you, but the more power you gain and the more success you get, it seems like your hate is well, I guess that's the problem part of the money part.
Yeah, I mean, people become fake. People backstab you. I mean, when you're the top of the top, when you're the boss, there's obviously people talking about you. Maybe there's people coming for your job.
Well, that's what's interesting, is that people who are like that are not aware or acute, at least from a social sense or a business sense, to see that coming.
To be aware of someone snaking you?
Yeah, I could tell who's my boy, who's not my boy. I mean, I've cut off my boy because he's a bitch, right? Like that. he was sneaky, he was shady. So it's all right.
I hate those sneaky bitches. I'll tell you.
I feel like now you're talking about women, and we can't.
No, I wasn't. No, I was not talking about women. I wasn't calling any woman particularly a sneaky bitch. I was talking about a sneaky friend.
All right, I'm gonna ask you a question, but you can only say yes or no.
Okay.
What you just said, is that only because you're on air?
No.
Oh. Huh.
Because when I said sneaky bitch, I was talking about guys, because we were talking about our friends.
Yeah, but you say you never say the term sneaky bitches.
Well, I don't think I've ever dealt with a sneaky bitch, so I never had to say sneaky bitch.
But if you did, would you call her a sneaky bitch?
If she was really sneaky and she was a bitch, and then maybe she deserved it. But it's not like that's my first line of ammo. I may want to understand why you were sneaky and a bitch. I'm not gonna call you a sneaky bitch right away.
I mean, there's sneaky bitches out there, male or female. That's
There's,
all I'm saying.
there's plenty of sneaky bitches out there. I
Yeah.
mean, circle always gets smaller as you get older.
You know, it's funny. I was talking about that with my buddy yesterday, who was a huge impact of me at least being an organizer of groups. Someone I looked up to, and yeah, we spoke about that. He was like, you know, my mom and my parents only have like two friends, and I have a bunch of friends. So when I get older, like I think I'm still going to be connected with these people, and I'm like, I don't know, man.
Well, connected and seeing are two different things, clearly.
Well, if you have a group of like 4 or 5 friends, you guys move in the same neighborhood, have kids the same age, you're going to stay connected. But everybody
Yeah.
else is going to go off.
Well, that's ideal. I mean, that would be ideal if you have a group of friends who you're so close with and you live in the same neighborhood. But when people find their relationships, when they have kids, when they maybe their job moves, I mean, all that shit happens when you're older. So that also plays a factor into it. I mean, when someone's moving, are they thinking about their friends? Like, are they like they need to start their life 5 states away? Are they thinking about their friends? Is that going to change their mind?
It's changing my yes, it's changing my mind. Like I think I am not moving out uh as soon as I could,
Mm.
because I'm seeing what my friends' moves are.
So you want someone to make the move, and then if you decide there's a nice place near them, that would be
Correct.
ideal.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean that that makes sense. You're in that situation. You can do that. I mean, obviously, some people need to move out. You were able to save money, you work hard, you're good at sales.
Well, what's interesting about that, and I guess this would have been good stats to talk about at the beginning before I went off tangents, but that's what a podcast is, people. You talk.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you for listening. Catch us every Monday and Thursday. But if you, so under the age of 30, this is the highest rate that people are moving in back with their parents due to the current economic climate. And they're predicting that it's going to take years for them to move back out.
Well, I could only imagine if you were affected with your income or your job, you were furloughed, whatever. That is a huge issue. But what if you're working still? I mean, I guess that's just all part of the stats. There's enough people to make it
Well,
greater than ever.
I mean, if you look at 40 million unemployed people, which I believe is still the current number, I mean, there's 300 million Americans. There's only, there's like 70 million people from the age of 21 to 35.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, clearly we're in a if you lost, I know. I hope things turn around if you lost your job in these times, but that is certainly, yeah, the economy right now in that sense is kind of fucked. People are going to take an extra 3 years to save. I mean, you're spending what you were saving, I guess, if you lost your job
Well, what's interesting too is that this is the highest percentage that Americans
ever.
saving. But I don't know. This is why, I keep bleeding money every day. I'm losing $1,000 every day, $1,000, and I'm like, how the fuck could I buy real estate and make a real estate investment when I'm losing a goddamn $1,000 every day?
Well, are you talking the market now? Because that's a risk versus the reward kind of thing.
Sure, I'm talking the market, but I'm also talking, I guess,
Expenses and
as
whatnot.
well. Yeah, credit card bills, leisure, recreation.
Video editor.
Yeah, like we hired someone. I mean, I'm getting real pissed right now, and I can't sell a goddamn thing at work where I'm making commission money.
Yeah, so I mean, you're definitely the one that's affected as well because your income was much different than it is right now. Obviously, back when the economy was thriving, back before March, I mean, I heard about your sales stories. You quoted a 40 kid was nailing them all the time, or at least often.
Yeah, I used to have to do 45 deals per month. I just got my 6th one today.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's always interesting to see someone else's field, how they are affected in this times. But yeah, I could imagine people are in debt or don't have a way to pay current loans back. So, I mean,
Yeah, and now that's what's scary about investing in real estate, right?
yeah.
Because now if I get a mortgage that's $1,500 a month,
Mm-hmm.
The renter who I have renting it, he can't pay it, and now I got to pay out of pocket. So that's stress on me. And now what if I'm also paying rent for myself? Blows.
Well, yeah, that's almost like I mean, if you don't want that stress, it's like you can't buy real estate till you have seven figures as capital. Because I mean, when
To
you have
put down or in your account?
in your account,
Seven figures. That's a million. Oh, what? No.
well,
No.
you're
You're
way
crazy.
less worried.
I mean, nobody has seven figures in their account, though. At least no one that follows us and our net worth or listens
Oh
to
well,
this.
well, we eventually would love that. I mean, we're building our empire, so
Yeah,
maybe someone listening will be one of those people.
yeah, but even myself, I'm 28. I think I'll have seven figures in a bank account, but well, not in a bank account because you got to diversify your assets, which if you're not doing, you're a fucking moron. Listen to other shows. But I think I'll have that by like 38 ish, 10 years.
Yeah, and you're looking at real estate at 28 when
Yeah, but that's
you're
how I would get it at 38.
so then you got to take the risk to get that reward.
Exactly.
Well,
Seems like a whole bunch of problems.
you tell me. Is that more money worth those problems?
Well, yes.
All right. Well, then I guess more money and more problems ain't really that bad of a thing. I mean, one, you're gonna learn new areas all the time. I mean, clearly, you're gonna fix the problems. I mean, or you go bankrupt.
Well, I don't want to buy a house where I got to fix those problems because that costs more money.
Oh, like house problems, like inside.
Yeah, so it's called rehab. So you got to buy. So if you go to the city, they have a list of foreclosures and just
Yeah,
how homes owned by the bank.
yeah.
You
I've
buy
seen
the
videos on that.
you buy homes at a discount for those.
Mm-hmm.
All you have to do is fix it slightly. Maybe you put on a roof, which is like 10, 20K. You
Yeah,
patch it up, like maybe change windows. That increases the home equity by like drastically. $200,000 house can now be 250. Great. Now you could refinance that. So what happens is now the bank essentially gives you $50,000 because the value of your home is
is
250.
more. Yeah,
Now they give you money. Now what do you do with that money? Go buy another one.
yeah. I mean, so in a sense, that could all work it like smoothly, but obviously there's issues. I mean, you worked for a remodeling company, so you tell me, is a roof and a window 20, 30 grand?
Yeah, yeah, those were accurate prices I just said. But it's like easier than that though. And always remember that home exterior increases the home equity of a house more so than the interior, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. You need I mean, if you have an old roof, that's going to hurt you bad. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people, I guess, redo their interiors anyway.
Yeah, and this is the argument that because the argument is really do you like there should be a show real estate versus stock market because those are the two areas in which people invest in.
And
Now,
that's where you can make passive-ish income. I mean, you're still working as in real estate, but
I mean, there's seven streams of income. Six of them are passive. The
yeah,
only the only stream of income is earned income, where you have to work at 9 to 5.
yeah. I mean, once your houses are paid off, I guess then you're really chilling and you're renting out.
I mean, you're always chilling.
Well, not. I mean, not when you have this added stress, I guess.
Well, if everything's working out perfect, you have to charge your renter like 15 to 25% additional from the rent. So now you have to find the house inside a location neighborhood where people are going to rent it out, and then you're going to charge them not 1,500 but 1,750. That's going to pay a potential property manager or
Mm-hmm.
give you profits. Now, what you do with the profits, you pay your car bill. So the idea is that you get a bunch of those to pay off your own expenses. Same thing with the market. You want enough money to pay
Oh,
off.
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. You're trying to just accumulate capital and then expand your empire.
Facts on build your empire.
On more monies, more problems.
What minute we on? We gotta be like 30 right now.
Yeah, we're catching up there. We're probably at like 28. Yeah, we're rocking at 29 minutes right now.
I'm telling you, I'm going to end up buying real estate at one point in the next 15 months, especially at these mortgage rates. And that would be a first step of my empire. Well, there's many steps.
Yeah.
This right here is a step. But
That's a big step. Yeah.
more money, more problems.
We'll take it on. We'll find ways to solve it. You floss those teeth, and we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
Peace.